Oh, I have to fight the big one. Okay. Red meat. Dead ranger. Oh, we got the key. Hmm.
Did you find the keys? I'm feeling exposed out here.
You're feeling exposed?
Ew. What's that smell? It's coming from over here.
Oh, Graves wax. Ifre's sparkling steeds.
I knew they were up to something here. Smells awful. Alchemical. This equipment isn't incriminating enough on its own, though. Vinalora could justify it for medicinal uses. We need to find evidence that can't be explained away so easily.
Any idea what that could be?
Samples, records, a test subject. Anything that proves without a doubt that the animals here are being used for something other than conservation. There's probably more upstairs.
Upstairs? Of course. We can search there. Report on wing rot curative trials. The most recent formula is nothing short of a miraculous success when administered to young healthy griffons and those in the early stage of the disease. The results are total remission of symptoms and full recovery. Although most developing griffons in the advanced stages of the disease are driven from the nest and eaten by Welwas. What's that? Welwas. Those that survive can also be treated, though their wings may need to be amputated. Oh my god. Their wounds will no longer suffer from chronic infections, so the creatures may live out comfortable lives in the captivity. With your approval, Conservator, we may begin manufacture and distribution of the wing rot cure to our rangers and administer it to the griffons in the wild. Penitent, know that the secret knowledge of the world has a guardian.
Creatures.
Know that every
Let's find out
triumph
what Venalora
you
was doing
achieve
with
in
them.
your daily life, every quiet moment of success is recorded by the one who watches. The great tree of life, tracing the Altmer people, is kept and held close by Xerxes himself, the scribe of the divines. To complete your veneration, here intoned by 5 and 3, I speak the secret words of the one who watches. May each of my days be worthy of script in this tome. But we need that. Invoice for comestibles. Inventory of this week's delivery of feed product is as follow. Okay. This is only a bookshelf. Your birdsome assistant keeper has repeatedly hounded my rangers for opportunities to assist with their duties and applied for yet another transfer to ranger detail. I suggest you keep Alice too busy with her current duties to find opportunities to pester her betters. How you handle your staff is your own affair, but when it begins to affect our work, I take issue and kindly inform Alice that the ranger excel at silence so she can begin her training there. Pum, pum, pum. Serum infusion report. Of the animals tested thus far, Indrix have shown the most promising results. Their inherent magical abilities are enhanced to exceptional levels by the infusion process. If we focus our efforts on the Indrix, we should be able to refine the process until we can produce a safer serum with wider applications. Despite this advance, we have encountered a minor setback. Indrix from the wild have displayed dramatic behavioral shifts after treatment, becoming abnormally aggressive. This makes them both unmanageable and incredibly dangerous. All but our most recent specimen have had to be put down, and it won't be long before it will share the same fate. My recommendation will be to see if a domesticated Indrik poses the same risk. Lotus is far more tame than any Indrik we will find in the wild, and might handle the process better. Talomar will pose a problem with his unprofessional attachment to the creature. Separating the two without raising suspicion will be difficult, but if he is resistant to rearing new animals, some suitably hazardous duties can be arranged.
Hey, what are you reading over there?
Okay, we are reading a lot.
You found something important, didn't you? I could read it on your face from across the room. What's in those papers?
Nothing good. See for yourself.
Vinalora, you piece of... This is everything I need to prove she's been abusing her position here. I have to get this to the Proxy Queen.
What about Lotus and Talomar?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he deserves to know. Let's find him and get out of here before our luck runs out.
Alright.
This should be all I need. Where did Talomar wander off to?
Yeah, where is he? He's doing some stupid things.
Disobedience doesn't suit you, Talomar. Uncooperative animals don't last long here.
What have you done with Lotus, you monster?
I'd be more concerned for yourself right now. Try something rash, and Talomar will sprout an arrow from the eye. You've all caused me enough trouble for one day.
Why are you experimenting on the Indrix?
They're a very special beast. Revered, even. As blessed beings who are as graced by the gods as we Ultima. They are a gift to our people. Not found anywhere else in the world, and we have squandered their potential too long.
To what end?
Maintaining our natural primacy. What else? The mongrels of Tamriel infest everything. Even our unspoiled isles now. But their overgrowth can be curbed. They only need a natural predator. The Indrix will be our immortal Adric Avengers.
I won't let you continue this experiment.
You're in no position to stop me. This enclosure is as strong as a fortress, and these barriers are impenetrable by even the Indrix' effortless teleportation. Surrender before my... What was that?
What was... what?
No! The wards! The Indrix will run wild!
So much for your grand plans.
Elise, I should have known you'd be behind this!
Good luck containing your experiments. We'll give your regards to the Queen.
This isn't over, mongrel! You'll all pay for this!
Vinalora must have been more shaken than she looked. She didn't hit anything vital, far as I can tell. I don't usually work on people, but if I can stitch up feuding Achater, I can handle this.
I'm going to find Lotus.
You can't be serious. There's nothing stopping Lotus from escaping on her own now. We've got what we need to bring Vinalora down. There's no reason to risk your life.
I promise Talomar I help him keep Lotus safe, and I intend to keep it.
He's lucky to have found someone as foolish as he is. At least take my ward breaker, in case Vinalora reactivates the cages. I'll get Talomar out of harm's way. Good luck, all right?
Okay. Ward breaker.
Hang on, Talomar. We'll get you out of here.
I think this is the way.
I've been wanting to see how the latest serum performs in live tests. Let's find out.
She's mad! Run while you can!
world. Auriel, lead me from this forsaken land.
Only stamina item. Oh, we are
She's
out.
all right. Thank Zephyr. Oh, thank you.
Damn it, Talamar! You're going to reopen that wound.
It's so good to see Lotus alive and well. I couldn't stop thinking of her scared and injured, or worse. If Vinalora had turned her into some kind of monster, I swear, we should flee before Vinalora and her rangers come after us.
Vinalor's dead. She tried to kill me with the help of one of her creations.
Gods, that's terrible. I won't shed tears over Vinalora. She had to be stopped. But I'm so sorry you have her blood on your hands. I guess this is the end of the Royal Menagerie.
How so?
With the Conservator gone, there's no one in charge of trying to get this place back in order. It'll all come apart by the time the Proxy Queen allocates a replacement. If she allocates a replacement.
You could do it.
Me? Run the menagerie? I'd love to see it put back the way I remember it. But will it ever be the same now that I know what was really happening here? I could just take Lotus and put all this behind us.
Okay, you should stay. You can make sure the animals are really cared for here. It might be better to leave the animals in the wild where they belong. Yeah, this one.
You may be right. I've tried so hard to make these creatures comfortable, but comfortable and happy aren't necessarily the same. Even without that terrible research, the menagerie has always exploited the animals for our amusement.
This place has been a cage for you both. You're free to make a fresh start now.
There's a whole world beyond these walls. I think Lotus and I are long overdue to see some of it. I hope we cross paths again along the way.
Yep.
When they say the first step of the journey is the hardest, they weren't kidding. Finester, show mercy.
Where do you think you'll travel first?
I'll need to get her away from the predators on the loose. But somewhere in Silverwold first. She's never been out of captivity, so I'd like to ease her into life in the outside world slowly. After that, I haven't decided.
Do you plan to release her?
If that's what she wants. But I'm not sure she even knows what it means to be wild. It would take a lot of rehabilitation for her to survive on her own.
I was attacked by the other Indrix when I was searching for Lotus. Is that normal?
Wild Indrix are aggressive towards things they perceive as threats. Even if Vinalora hadn't given them her vile serums, they couldn't have been happy about being penned up like cattle. There may be hope for them, if the legends are true.
What do you mean?
It is said that when Indrik die, their souls don't leave Mundus. Instead, Zephyr plants them back into the land to sprout again as reborn fawns. If it's true, you think they remember their old lives? I like to believe Lotus will remember me.
If that's true, they'd also remember what Vinalor did to them.
Then I do hope they forgive us for her transgressions. I'll do my best to make it up to any others I meet.
How are things with Alice?
She endangered every living thing here with the stunt she pulled. It'll be days before we know the final toll of stopping Vinalora. I know Elise did this for the right reasons, but I don't know that I can forgive her for all this bloodshed.
She made a mistake, but she did save you and Lotus' lives on more than one occasion.
That's what makes it hard. Everything worked out for me. It's not my grudge I'm holding on to. It's theirs. All those innocent lives. She's a good person, but I'm going to need time.
Yeah. And level 9. Alice?
I don't think the Queen will mind Talamar taking Lotus away from this place. She couldn't have a better caretaker.
What's next for you?
I'll head to Alinor to present my findings to the Proxy Queen and send a letter to Queen Ayrenn. After that, I don't know. I'm not really much use to either of them now. I guess a life of tending stables is all I'm really suited for.
I think you proved yourself here. Things didn't go to plan, but you got the job done.
You think? It was you who wound up doing most of the work. But I guess I did a pretty good job of sabotaging everything. Maybe I have a new calling in breaking things.
You could always go with Talamar.
I'm not sure Talamar is going to ever trust me like he used to. But roaming the land a while sounds better than being a stable hand. I'll give it some thought.
Awesome. Okay, Inferno stuff, finally. Negate magic. Create a globe of magic. Suppression for 9 seconds, removing and preventing all enemy area effect abilities from occurring in the area. Enemies within the globe are stunned, while enemy players will be silenced rather than stunned. I don't know. Storm Calling. I need a skill from Storm Calling. I'm not using anything from here. Cooldown Lining. Let's learn this one and put it here in case. I really don't like that. Okay. Inventory. North style. And Storm Calling increased to 2. Health, reduce magical cast of spells. Yeah, that's what that one is way better. I have light. Increase the item sell price. Yeah, let's use the medium one for now. Yeah. So we are done in this area. Let's take that way shrine over there. Oh, Lady Smoke. Storm Calling increased to 3 already. Okay, let's stay on the road. Oh, that's a merchant. Maximum health. Yeah. Let's keep those. Oh, just dodge my attack. What's in here? Alaxon all discovered. Oh, look what we have here. Before the ages of man, Dawn era. A lore book. But for now I don't have the Mages Guild. It's okay, we have 3 books already. Oh, there is a quest here. What a lovely house.
What kind of monster arranges acacias and begonias in the same beds?
Let's see.
If you've come to bask in the splendor of my latest outdoor arrangement, you're too late. They're ruined, cast into unsightly disarray by a barbaric vandal. Just go home and spare yourself the disappointment.
What exactly has been vandalized?
My garden, my art, has been violated, desecrated by some vulgar wood elf who thinks being raised in the wild gives him the right to pervert my designs. Now he's threatening my life. Can you believe it?
He wants to harm you over a garden?
Not just a garden, the very art of gardening. Eslian is waging a war on Altmer horticulture. I represent everything he despises, so he's targeting my work. He's gone too far this time, planting stranglers to ward me away. They could kill someone.
I could deal with the strangles for you.
Stranglers are a stubborn breed. Hacking them up would only be a temporary solution. What I need is proof that the Wood Elf is responsible, so he can't do any more damage. Perhaps Eslian left something at my gardens that could be incriminating?
How do you know this wood elf Eslion is responsible?
Weeks ago, Eslian came here to convince me that wilderness should be allowed to grow unchecked and untamed, as in Greenshade. Obviously, I found his argument lacking. It wasn't long after that the tampering began.
Have you spoken to the authorities?
Of course, but they are of little help. Can't spare time for criminal mischief. It seems sullying our pristine lands doesn't count among the worst things all these Nebara are up to. It's obvious who the culprit is, but I lack proof, so he runs free.
What sort of proof am I looking for?
The Wood Elf's tampering is sloppy, careless, maybe even thoughtless. I'm sure he's left traces of his work. A discarded trowel, foreign seeds, his own dung, or whatever a Wood Elf uses to fertilize soil. It'd be trivial if not for the stranglers.
Why would the Vandal target you specifically?
I am the foremost authority of the Altmer botanical arts. My vision has literally shaped the lay of the land from Alinor to Sunhold, and my best arrangements grace the royal palace. If you take issue with our methods, you take issue with me.
Do people often take issue with your methods?
Occasionally, there are always up-and-comers looking to stir up controversy or make their mark, but no one who desired any respect in the field would stoop to sabotage or assault.
What was the issue Eslion had with your work again?
He called our wilderness sterile and artificial, nature as unruly and chaotic, but he's rather missing the point. Orderly cultivated gardens are a refinement of the raw. A plant lacks the intelligence to reach its true potential. It must be guided.
Why do you think the strangler infestation and the vandalism are related?
Those monstrosities aren't native to any isle of Somerset, and they couldn't have crossed the seas naturally. Even if they could, the stranglers would be more widespread. They were brought here and planted deliberately among my arrangements.
Okay. Investigate. But we are going to investigate next time. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for clicking my video. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.